Spider's here. Yeah, going live tonight. Just having a good time. Come on in. Come on in. Say hello. Come check me out. Got a hot beverage. Tea. On this beautiful Saturday evening in northern Maine, we relax, we enjoy ourselves, we have a good time. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Thank you for joining us. James, welcome, good sir. I appreciate you joining us this evening. This is the Barking Spider for now. In a little bit, maybe Thomas Tittlemouse. We'll see how big of a frog I get in my throat this time. I've prepared, of course. I've got some tea, hot tea, good for the vocal cords. Hey, my engine just kicked on. I am wearing my microphone. Now, would you tell me, James, did you hear the engine all that well just then? Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind leaving the AC on a little bit if I can manage it. Lock it up because of the hooligans. Just a kicked in quiet. All right, we're good then. How's the lighting? All right. Oop. Moved a little close to my microphone. There. Let's try some things out while we're here. Does that seem any better, any worse, or about the same? I mean, I realize it's different sides. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the Barking Spider this evening. We're just talking about lighting. That's exciting, isn't it? This is more dramatic. Oh, I'll take it. All right, so bring on some topics. What shall we discuss at this time? Give me a scenario, ask me questions, and I'll do my best to answer thusly. Now, my poor fashion design of choice is, of course, to wear sunglasses at night, not unlike Corey Hart from the 1980s. So if I do have a hard time reading the screen, that's my own fault, and I'll just do one of these bad boys. You know? well, making a fool of myself already. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the Barking Spider. People are calling about the guy who painted houses. The guy who painted houses. Wasn't that The Irishman? I mean, there was a book that The Irishman, the movie by Martin Scorsese, was based off of. The guy who painted houses. Of course, it was a metaphor for, painting the walls red. I'm not going to, get too into the violence aspect. That's not what we're here for, but it was a pretty good movie. People are calling about you, the guy who painted houses. Doing my best to decipher that comment. Clarify if you can, and I'll answer as best as I can. Do the thug shaker. My neck, well, it's been well fed, let's put it that way. I don't know what the thug shaker is, but if it's anything like the truffle shuffle, I still don't know what the thug shaker is, so we're just going to do one of these. Hey, yeah. All right. Why don't you tell me what the thug shaker is, buddy? I'll do it. Hey, I'm not above current dance crazes. I can do the Macarena, one of those things. Put on the hands on the herb. Macarena. All right. I guess I did it. Oh, I'm always up for a dance move. Oh. I believe I answered what happened to my neck. Big Johnny asked too many questions, and Tony 2 times asking questions. Hey, gabba-da-ghoul. Pistachios. Yeah. Eat of the pizza. I know. Yeah. I know a guy who knows a guy who can get me pistachio ice cream. Don't tell anyone that I told you. Iggy. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining the Barking Spider this evening. I'm happy to answer any inquiries and entertain any scenarios within reason. If you ask something and I don't like it, well, I'll just let you know in the nicest way that I can that I'm not a fan. Now, least favorite race. Probably the one where they put your legs together, the 3-legged race. I never had a good time with that one. It's fun for some people to watch, I guess. It's horrendous to participate in. Like, hey, come on, move at the same time. What are you doing? So, 3-legged race. That's my least favorite race. Next question. Iggy. I still don't know what that refers to. Iggy Pop is, of course, an artist. What's your least favorite skin color? Well, I don't know that I have a least favorite skin color. I mean, all the color of the rainbow make the world go round. I bet you're good with your third leg. No, I'm terrible. I told you. I'm no good with my third leg. I've never been good at those 3-legged races. Well, fumbles and stumbles, What's your least favorite ethnicity? Well, I like electricity. You plug things in and they work. I mean, my least favorite is probably when the power goes out. Yeah, having a good time. I appreciate everybody joining me. Yeah. Brian, thank you. I appreciate that. English or Spanish? Um, well, I took a little bit of Spanish in high school. No hablo español these days. Maybe muy pequeño. Soy gringo. No sé. Got my hot tea, cup of hot tea from McDonald's. Sí, biblioteca. Listen to Big Johnny, it's on the fight, okay? Word on the street. Does Jake Paul fight Easy Money and Eric Mosquito has 50 mil easy cheesy? Well, I enjoyed reading that. It kind of sounds like you put some lingo through an AI and it spit that out, but I could be wrong. Hello, eyes. Hello, eyes. I tell you, sunglasses at night was a very silly choice. We rock the biblioteca. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then you take it higher. Boy, I think they put something in this tea. Probably caffeine. Good to know. I think perhaps when we get the right grasp on things, AI could be a helpful tool for the human race, or maybe it'll kill us all. I don't know. Just be good to your machines. If you got a smart toaster, give it a compliment in the morning. Thank you for making my bagel. You do good at making bagels. That's what I would say to my smart toaster. So hopefully, when the machines uprise, they'll be like, that one's kind of cool. He actually thanked me for making bagels. Let's make him more bagels and take care of him. A bunch of grease balls from Jersey. Hey, huh? Oh, boy, I tell you, summertime, it'd be tempting to go to the ice maker on this one. Well, I would just try to use my human side and get the ice maker to fall in love with the toaster. And then it's like my mom and dad. Hey, dad, toaster, and mom, the ice maker, you know? And then we'd all just get along and they'd develop a nurturing spirit and want to make sure that I'm okay. That's what I would do. I don't know how well that would work out for me. Boy, it's early for me to be getting a frog in my throat, but that's why I have my tea. Love is always the answer. Yes, my friend, I agree with that. That is the way. See, that's why I look like a very chubby John Lennon. I just need the right glasses, and I'm kind of getting there. So, Big Boy Brian, where are you from? El Diabito. No Diabito. I don't speak a lot of Spanish, but I can guess what El Diabito is, and I'll tell you what. You may have made a good guess because I don't have any sugar in my tea. Want to know why? Well, you figured it out. You cracked the code, Nick. All right, let me maybe try this. Kuchivli. I'm sorry. I know I messed that name up here. Kuch Coochieville. All right, Nick Coochieville. Yeah, sounds good. So, Hello Eyes is from Jersey. Big Boy Brian, where are you from? And I apologize if you already mentioned it and I missed it. And Nick Coochieville, maybe from Spain or some other Spanish speaking area. I'm gonna keep dancing. If you can't say my last name, just say Gurr. That's my middle name. All right, Gurr, that sounds good. Oh, I see what you did there. You're saying Nick, and then I say Gurr, and then you make me say a thing I'm not supposed to say and I don't want to say. You almost got me. I'm sticking with Coochieville. Where are you from, Coochieville? James, are you still with us? Thank you for joining us, James. We very much appreciate it. So, someone asked me what my let's say Kusishvili. Kusishvili? Is that correct? Bradley, thank you for joining, Bradley. Welcome, welcome. Kusishvili. Now, am I saying something that I'm not supposed to say there? All right, Kusishvili. If I kept saying Coochiville because I find it funny, would that be offensive? Because I don't mean to offend anyone, but I am known for laughs, my jokes. Howdy, Bradley. Bradley Miller. Where are you from, Bradley? All right, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nick. Mr. Gurr. Not going to get it, I don't think. I like summertime. From Georgia. Welcome from Georgia. I was born in Marietta, Georgia, not so far outside of Atlanta as I'm to understand. Alabama, welcome from Alabama as well. And my parents moved up here to Maine, or I should say the Northeast at least, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts area, when I was 6 months old. So can't exactly call me a Southern boy, but technically I was born in Georgia. Oh, the country of Georgia. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your clarification. sometimes I forget there's a country called Georgia as well. But reminders are always good. Well, I was not born in the country of Georgia, but I want to say I've heard good things, but I don't know much about Georgia. Maybe you could fill us in a little bit. Bradley from Alabama. Well, I don't know if there's a country named Alabama. There's a band called Alabama, and I reckon they're a bit country music ish, a little bit of southern rock country, you know. Wine was invented in Georgia. Well, thank you, Georgia. We appreciate that very much. Wine, women, and song, right? Those are the three big ones I think poets like to talk about. I like women. Songs are great. I like wine sometimes. I'm not a big wine drinker, but I can certainly appreciate it. Must have good grapes in Georgia. Lorenzo's got a hit on him. They're sending him to Hawaii. Don't go. Don't go to Hawaii. All right. So, someone throw me a topic. Ask me a question here. Let's discuss scenario. Well, I'm not getting into politics this evening. It's not my preference. So that's my answer. Who are you? Well, my name is the Barking Spider, aka Spider Barkowski, and in all reality, I'm just sort of a character dreamed up by the creator of this channel called Thomas Tittlemouse. So that's who I am, a fictional character, at present brought to life, acting. I appreciate the question. What are your character origins? Well, it's hard for me to explain as the character what my origins are. I've just kind of popped into existence. But Thomas Tittlemouse would probably tell you that one day he was doing a bit of a skit about a clueless kind of a dum dum that was a little bit of an extra characterization of toxic masculinity. And that's where the barking spider came from. Someone who said, I'm the king of this bar and I'm a spider. I'm the bar king spider. Now, that character soon became someone a lot less toxic and a lot more just kind of chill because it's a lot more fun to do that than someone who's shouty and pointy and, you know. So that's my origins, more or less. Otherwise, I think you kind of lost me with this Lorenzo stuff. I mean, I know we're doing mob things, and that's kind of fun, but I, I'm a little lost. I may not have seen as many mob movies as you've seen. I've seen Goodfellas. Sure, that's a good one. And when I was a child watching cartoons, I would watch Animaniacs, and one of the skits they had was the good feathers, you know, the birds, pigeons, hanging out, doing the impressions. You talking to me? Eh? Eh? Talking to me? I kind of mixed up my De Niro and my Pesci there, but you know, I never had a good De Niro impression. My best De Niro impression was kind of just no vocals, just me making a face and moving my mouth like a goldfish. That's my best De Niro. I have to be mindful of the hooligans who could be around me. I am here in the middle of town. Millinocket, real tough place. Nah, just kidding. It's a pretty cool area. Pretty safe. A lot of out of towners this time of year. Hikers, bikers, hiccups, all kinds of people. All right. Anyone got another question for me, or like a would you rather this? I mean, I've appreciated some of the ones like the toaster versus the ice maker. I had to choose which one comes sentient. Which one am I going to pledge allegiance to? My choice, of course, was to try and get them to work together and then take care of me, the meat bag in the scenario, a human with a brain. Not much of one, but it's there. Well, they're dropping like flies out there. Hold on, I have to re-handsome my mug. There, better. Well, my target for this live is about half an hour. We're at 21 minutes in, so we've got about 8 minutes or so and change. Any questions? I'm here to entertain them. Apparently with claws. Well, maybe I should play with filters again. That was fun. What do we got here? Hmm. Star of the silver screen. That's pretty cool. I feel vintage. What do we got here? Sepia. No, thank you. Sepia. Documentary, 8mm. Glamour. Hey, do I look glamorous? I feel glamorous. Well, I feel handsome as a marble statue of Robert De Niro. This one's called Glow. Am I glowing? Yeah. Oh, blush. Am I blushing? Can't make me blush. The barking spider is pretty unflappable. More tea. James, I think it's just you and I now. I'm going to go for the full half hour, though. We're at 23 minutes and 42 seconds. 43, 44, 45. Well, I should probably stop doing that. That would be the whole thing. Just counting seconds for a whole minute. That'd be like, I don't know, 50 or 60 seconds. Sheesh. My tea got cold. Room temperature, anyway. Oh, yeah. What's everyone having good for supper tonight or lunchtime? I don't know where in the world you are. I don't know what time it is in Georgia, the country. What if Star Trek had zombies? Huh. Well, Data would, of course, be one impervious to the zombie thing. He would probably once again save the day. Or maybe like Worf would be like, Klingons do not affect by zombie bites. He'd probably say it with proper grammar. Uh, I had a voice that sounded more like Worf. But yeah, I suppose a zombie outbreak would be terrible. It would be up to Data and then, like, probably Ensign Crusher. I mean, not that he would be immune to zombie bites, but he would be kept safe somehow. They'd have to lure them to the beam pad. Gosh, I'm gonna get beat up for that one. What am I trying to say here? And beam them out into space. Now that's of course if they couldn't cure them. Ideally, if you have everyone who was on your crew turn into a zombie, well, you don't just want to throw them out into space. You want to, find a way to deal with the zombie virus. I suppose you'd have to get a doctor. There's Dr. Crusher. You need think you need Wesley. And of course you need Data. Anyway, I'm repeating myself here. It's a very good question, and I appreciate the scenario. Yeah. My glasses falling off my face. Got him. I fixed it. Tea. It does a body good, I think. Supposed to be healthy. There's anti-carcinogenic properties in tea. Although I don't know what's in the milkshakes. Mr. T, Mr. T, Mr. T. Oh, wrong song, different character. Now, who would win in a fight, right? Mr. Clean or Mr. T? We know that Mr. Clean is a big fella, muscly, but we don't know for sure if he can fight or is violent, or maybe he's like a peaceful guy. Mr. T, on the other hand, well, beat up Rocky. Not for good, mind you, but he held his own against Rocky. And we know he can fight. But Mr. Clean might have chemicals like Mr. Clean. That would be unfair. I'm not saying I would support it, but that might be the case. Use a mop. T minus 2 minutes or so. Well, anyone who's still with me, I really appreciate you joining me tonight. I have had a good time. I've had a very interesting time. And I purport and propose that we do this again. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the Barking Spider. Ask me a question, I will answer whatever you dare to ask. Not promising I'll answer it truthfully, but I'll give my best effort. My car just farted. Well, ladies and gentlemen, James, I believe it's just you and I again, so I think this is probably an appropriate time to say good night and adieu. And I do. You all have a good night, and I appreciate you again joining me for this live. Please come and join me again. Come loaded with questions and scenarios, because I'm ready. Karate. All right. You all have a wonderful night. Now watch as I awkwardly go, how do I end this thing here? Now, what do I do here? Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to. Now, what am I doing? A little X up here. That's probably it. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Well, I think so.